What's up, guys? It's me, Jesse Soto, back with you. I am here with Miss Clare Medlock. She is not only an escrow officer at the Heights office, Texas American Title, but not only the escrow manager, she's also the office manager here at Texas American Title in the Heights.
Yes.
So she is the queen bee.
That's what I like to be.
And the reason why she's dressed up like this today is because it is the day after Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, I'm still celebrating here.
And being that it's the day after Cinco de Mayo, we are making margaritas. That's the cocktail we're making today in Closing Cocktails.
Yes.
Do you like margaritas, Claire?
Love margaritas.
I like this. And then also, one thing, all you tequila enthusiasts are going to hate me for putting this bad boy in the margarita, but since it is Claire, we're going to be making baller margaritas today. That's what I'm going to call it.
So I don't think they're going to hate you. I think they're going to be kind of jealous that they didn't think of it first.
They should be jealous.
That's what I say.
They should be jealous.
So that's what we're doing.
So whatever I'm using today, actually I'm going to be doing 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of Cointreau, and an ounce of lime juice that I actually squeezed right ahead of time.
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and do this bad boy. Start with the tequila. I'm actually going to shake it for us. I've already got ice in here, so we're going to make it as chill as possible. See, look, every now and then
Got your little measurement.
I can do stuff ahead of time, pre-batch. Oh, jeez.
Oh, you are being disrespectful.
It's like $10 right there.
Now that you could be mad at.
Yes, please. All right, so that's 2. So I'm making 2, so I'm going to do 4 of these bad boys. Yeah, shoot.
It's a lot of disrespect happening.
I know.
It's a shame.
I'm crushing. Yeah, got it. Boom. All right, so I got 4 ounces of that, since we're making 2.
Y'all smell that? You do.
It smells good. It smells real good. All right, so then I'm going to do 2 ounces of Cointreau since we're doing 2 again.
The not so secret weapon there.
Not
Every
so
margarita
secret
maker
weapon.
knows what this is. It's that nice little orange tang.
It does. Ooh, it does. And I'm trying to do this quick, Claire, so we can get to you and start talking about what's going on in the real estate market.
Yes.
'Cause that's
There's a lot happening.
That's what I want to talk about. It's always good to get somebody from the title world's view on things. 1 and 2, and I haven't actually made this yet, so you're gonna be my first guinea pig, Claire. So I hope it's really good.
We got this.
It's coming out.
Everybody shake it up.
All right, cool. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and pour it, and I'm gonna have to clean this
Yeah, we're going to have to clean this table.
this table. I mean, it looks good.
It does look good.
Look at that. Awesome.
Woo! Y'all just, do you see this? This is
amazing.
delicious.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
Whew. That's good.
Yep. I'm telling you.
That's good.
Oh my God, did you see that extra kick?
Yeah.
Wow.
I like that.
Oh, that's delicious.
That's a good margarita. Way better than the margarita machine I got.
It is. It is. Yesterday was fun, but this right here, they wasn't ready for.
This is good. This is real good. So Claire, how long have you been in the title world?
My gosh, I have been in this business. I started in 1990. Yep, you heard that. 98.
Oof, I was in 8th grade.
1998. Matter of fact, it would have been around this month because it was like around Memorial Day. So yeah, 1998. I started off in California. Out there, they do it a little differently. So title and escrow is separate. So I was part of the escrow department, and I started as a receptionist.
Yeah.
And then just kind of worked my way up.
Yeah. Dang.
And then came out here as a little bit of a culture shock. I was like, wait, this is all in one thing? Wait, what is happening?
I never knew that about California.
Yeah,
awesome.
2 separate things.
Yeah, so you're from California?
Yes.
Okay.
Born and raised.
LA?
LA. All the beaches.
She's a big Dodgers fan.
Absolutely. Go blue. Yep, you heard it. I'm going to say it again. Go blue.
And she's a Raiders fan.
Raiders.
And she's a Lakers fan.
And the Lakers. Though we having some struggles there, but we'll just move on.
That's amazing. We do get into it when it comes baseball season, which it is. And,
yes.
yeah.
You know, I'm like winning it right now in the Dodgers.
Hey, Stros are crushing.
They're
Stros are
crushing,
all right.
but I'm just saying the Dodgers are just a little better right now. We're just, it's fine. It's fine.
That's why we don't talk baseball in the office, guys.
Some people don't talk politics. We don't talk baseball.
No. So, came here. So, what year did you come to Texas?
I got here in 2014.
2014. Okay, cool. And you started with Stewart.
And
then you came here as a processor.
Yes.
And then you left us.
So I can learn more, which was my promise to you. I
was the marketing rep still at that time here at this office, and Claire was amazing, and she left us. And she, if you know who I am, and if you talk to me, if you leave the company, Texas American Title, I delete you on all social norms, all social medias. With Claire, I did not, because I was hoping she would come back. And then we hired your daughter in our Katy office to try and bring you in. And then, was it a year ago? 2 years ago?
Yeah, a year.
Yeah? During the Great Freeze.
Yes, that wonderful time.
I got a call, and it was from Stacy Keithy, who's my boss. Basically said, Jesse, I've got good news.
She can't hold water. I told her to go say that again.
We've got a new branch manager at the office, and I was like, who is it? She said, you'll be happy, it's Claire. And I was like, hell yeah. So I've known Claire for a long time.
Yeah.
And very glad you're here.
I'm glad to be back.
And you've been crushing while you've been here, so it's been
working.
Good. It's been good. So you see everything, and the files you work. A lot of the files that you see, you do a lot of Houston files for the city.
City of Houston.
So those are always fun.
They are, but they're not as challenging as some would think that they are. Because really they do all the work. Okay. So they'll have the title already open just to get the report and then see what all the curative is, everything, all the liens and everything that's on it. And they'll take care of that before it even gets to me.
That's awesome.
So by the time that it gets to me, I'm really just opening it, and then once the commitment comes, I'm like, you ready?
Yeah. Dang, yeah. So I know, and also I know when you worked at Stewart, you worked at one that was out in the country.
Yes, I've had a lot. Yeah, I worked at Hempstead. And
yeah.
That was fun too. A lot of my agents there, they like to tease me because they knew first I was from California. So they were like, okay, you're a city girl. And then the Stewart that I worked at was in the city. It was in Houston. So when I came to the country, agents that didn't even come to the office came to the office to tease me.
That's hilarious.
They're like, you okay? Did you see a cow today? I'm like, shut up! But it was fun, awesome. And I learned a lot there, especially when it came to like airships and all the people that passed, because a lot of people believe that once their mom or grandma passed and they're like, well, we still have the house, they feel that title was passed over to them automatically, and it's not. Your deceased family member still has interest in that property, and so that has to get cleared up. So a lot of that, I learned a lot being out there and having to work with that, because it was a lot of old property out there they were just...
I'm sure that some of the property was given to somebody else just with a shake of a hand.
And that's what they said. And we're like, no, you got to clean that up. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Get a will.
Get a will, please. And probate it.
And probate it, yes, please. Yes. So and it's funny because... everyone says I see dead people, or call you.
Yeah.
I see dead people, because any crazy file that an agent gives me, I give it straight to her.
Yep, and I just look at it and go, yep, I got it.
Yeah. Because it's it is kind of doing a mystery, because you have no idea. They give you like, oh, well, here's the husband, here's the wife. The husband's dead. He had 3 kids outside of this marriage.
Yes.
Then they have vested interest, and then his kids in the marriage have vested interest, and then the wife has.
Yes, it's a lot of that going on, and then you've got the families where they may not have recognized some of these illegitimate children, and they're like, we just left them out because we didn't know. No, that's not how that works. I'm so sorry. We need all of the babies in, all of the babies.
The county recognizes it. You may not, but the county does.
I understand, that's crazy, but he did, so.
Yeah. So what's the craziest, or actually, I usually ask like, what's your craziest stories? But I want to know, what's the most errors that you've ever seen?
I have that story.
Yeah?
It was when I was in Hempstead, and this is when, she broke me in good, my closer, Cheryl Singleton. Shout out to Cheryl. She was an amazing closer. She's retired now, and she knew. Yeah. But this was when I first started my closings. Like, this was like okay, we're going to get you started. We're going to get you in there. You got your license now. Let's get going. I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah.
And it was one of my dead people files.
Fun.
I'm like, okay. So I get in there, and conveniently, she had another closing at the same time. Oh, Claire, why don't you take it? Okay, sure. I'll start my very first one. I got to get in there. Yeah. What she did not tell me were there were 21 heirs
Wow.
on this file. So I'm sitting in a huge conference room, scared, pretty much shaking on the inside, looking at all of these people, because it was grandma and grandpa and somebody else, and and not everyone got along.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, well, we're just going to take this and pass it down the whole room and bring it back when everyone's signed. And I mean, they're looking at their numbers. Well, why does she get 5 cents more, ma'am? We're not going to sit in this closet and talk about 5 cents.
I would have just given her 5 cents.
Right, I will get this nickel out my pocket right now. Come on, let's sign this paper. Let's move.
That's awesome.
And I had even one of the parties. He was an older gentleman, and he hadn't renewed his license.
Oh God.
Since 1983.
Get your licenses renewed.
I was like,
Get your licenses renewed. From 1983.
1983.
What was he using?
He wasn't. He just was gonna come to closing, and I was like, "Oh, okay, Cheryl, you got me, okay." She broke me in good.
Welcome.
She's like, "You're a pro now." I said, "I guess so."
I did a closing that speaking of licenses not being renewed, it was a police officer. The license wasn't renewed.
Oh my gosh.
A police officer.
How?
You know how many tickets I've got?
Right. It's like you kind of have to, right? So I think I should be doing a citizen's ticket or something.
Yeah. I couldn't. It was crazy. 21 heirs.
21 heirs, and they had like 3 properties. And it seemed every time they would come up, I go, "Oh, you busy today?" Huh?
Yeah. I would have called in.
Well, you already know them.
I would have called in. I was like, "Hey guys, I'm sick. I'm sick."
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Did you have to rent out like an entire building?
We had in there. They would do some of the training classes in there, so we had
good.
a big enough room in there, and they just lined all up in there. I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Gotta love Hempstead.
It was crazy.
That's hilarious.
That was my best one. I was like, that was a break-in. I didn't get, a little soft, oh, here's one. No. We're going to put you in there. Let's go. But she was always want to throw me in with the wolves. She's like, look, you got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm out of town, so you better figure it out. Oh, okay.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah, but I learned a lot. And that's why I said, let me learn, because I know where I'm going.
You made a lot of
friends. I did, because the one that didn't have his license, I knew when we came back, I was like, hey, I got you now, come on.
Yeah. That's hilarious. So I do have to tell you something that I'm kind of ashamed of. I'm sad. So usually when I do this, I have like a little fun fact about the cocktail that we're making. I didn't think of one for margaritas. All I know is it's a Mexican cocktail, tequila, Cointreau, and lime. It's basically a ranch water without
I was going to say, so this is when we create a backstory of it, because we actually are using a different type of tequila than would be normally used in a margarita. So, for our backstory, we're going to say...
I do know, though, the margarita machine. Do you know where the margarita machine was invented?
Oh, where?
H-Town, Houston.
No, was it really?
What up in navigation?
Now that was a find.
Yeah.
Somebody did that.
100%. Yeah. He actually, it was a gentleman, I forget his name, but he bought an ice cream machine and basically retrofitted it to make it into a margarita machine.
That was brilliant.
Yeah. I do know that. That's a one fun fact that I do know. Stuck in the back of my head. There we go.
That's
Fun
a good
fact
one.
Friday.
Because that's something I didn't know.
Yeah. Throw some knowledge on you.
I do like knowledge.
So, it's funny because when you came to this office, your very first day was the day after that horrible freeze.
Yes.
And you had, I think when you came in, I gave you every single file that we had been working on.
I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was like 2 new builds. There was 2 guys that were out of town that needed to close 3 days prior.
Yeah.
Freeze stopped everything. One guy was in Chicago.
Yes. I remember him.
That was, talk about coming up through the fire. That was
That was rough because at the same time, as you know, I had also had significant damage to my house. Like my ceiling had fallen in. So I was living in a hotel at the time as well. And then walking into this new position, this new job, and not knowing what was in store for me. And like you said, got handed these and I'm going, okay, so this is what we're going to do. It was rough, but again, you know, I like the challenge. I like the learning. You know, I grew up fast, I will say, in this position during that time. So it was good. And I think I'm in a much better place now.
Oh, 100%. 100%. The grades have gone away.
Yes. You know, a little shoe polish.
But you know, it's funny because I do remember how stressed both of us were, you know, through that entire process and dealing with everything. Yeah. And you know, our clients didn't see that. Right. And it kind of made me grow up as a person, just realizing, you know, why are they treating me this way? They don't know everything else that I have to do, and then I had to kind of look out and be like, well, what are they dealing with?
Yes,
kind of
exactly.
And just as like humans, we have no idea what that other person's dealing with. Right. So it's kind of changed my entire like mindset. Just that one little month of your first start date here as manager, like just that whole realization, like, oh man, I don't know what everybody else is. And
that's actually the secret of, I guess, my success in being in this business is that I have to always remember, if I weren't in this chair, I would have no clue as to what is going on. So when these buyers and sellers and sometimes these agents, you know, call and where we might think, oh my God, that's the stupidest question ever.
Well, they ask you what a Schedule B is. Come on.
Right.
This person has a lien. Yeah, the mortgages are paid off.
You know, I have to like turn it around and go, you know what? If I wasn't in this chair, I wouldn't know either. So come on, let's talk about it. Yeah. And they're like, I'm so sorry. No. Let's talk about it until you understand it. Because I want you to know this is a huge deal. Whether you're selling, whether you're buying, this is a huge thing. And I want you to understand fully what is going on. And if I don't have the answer right away, I'm going to go find it. Yeah. And then I'm going to come back and let you know. Yeah. Because I need you to be comfortable enough so that when you come in here, you're good. Because you know, when I get in this closing room, it's all games. We good now. We at the end. Let's sign these papers and do it. Yeah. So I don't want you to be upset before you get here. You know, let's clear all that out.
Closing should be fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because it is, you know, it's for the buyers the biggest purchase.
In their life.
Of their life. And, you know, we see it every single day, so we kind of sometimes get numb. Yeah. Oh, here's another one. Right. But for them, it's their very first time, especially those new home buyers.
So they're nervous and they don't know what's going on.
They're about to write the biggest check of their life.
Yes.
And then, you know, for the seller, vice versa, they might have raised their kids in that house.
So it's emotional.
It could be their parents' house that they grew up in. Yes. So, you know, it is something that we kind of, you know, as title reps, you know, we need to kind of do it. Remember. And you do an amazing job at that. I know how you like go in and it's just kind of, all right, it's your like woosah time. And it's fun to see you.
I actually do that with them in closing. I go get in and I sit there and they're looking at me and I go, we ready? And they go, okay, yes.
Knock this bad boy out. But you know, it's awesome how, you know, I've seen a lot of escrow officers, a lot of closers in their closing, and I've sat with you in some of your closings, and your presence, it's awesome. And you know, it's cool how you kind of run the show and you can go over it, and how you know if it's your very first question always is your first house. You know, then you know, okay, this is going to be a little bit of a longer closing. Right. You got to go over the docs. You know, but you know, I'm an investor. This is my 19th home.
We're going to be here for about 2 seconds. Let's go.
And it's cash. Let's go, baby. But yeah, no. So you know, that's awesome that you do that, and it's fun to see you in closing.
Thank you.
And especially, I mean, like what you've done with this office, just as a whole, just with the crew. I mean, you know, you hired Ashley.
We have a great crew.
Yeah, you've hired. God, you've been here a year and you've hired 7 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's pretty awesome. And you know, we have a build out going out.
Yes.
So that's cool. Which is awesome. And if you haven't seen our build out, you need to come check it out. It's pretty big. I mean,
it's nice.
You know, we moved back a little bit.
Pretty soon we're gonna have this whole back thing.
Dude, I'm telling you, we should.
We really should.
So if you're looking for a job in about a year from now, hit us up.
You're right here.
So your office is moving back
Yes.
to the new area. Ashley's moving to where you
Yes,
were.
Ashley and I are going to shift one.
Yes, and then we're gonna have this office open for just realtors. Just before closings, after closings, if you're needing to just do some work real quick, you can use that office, which is cool. And I still have no office, so
We're working on
that's
that.
good. Nah, I don't
We're
need
going to
an
do one more
office.
shift.
I don't need an office. I don't need an office. I've sat at every single desk here.
You really have.
Twice. I'm the old man at this office.
You've been everywhere.
Yeah. But no. So you like the margarita? It's pretty good.
This is delicious.
Right?
I mean, y'all really need to. Seriously, you got these ingredients, right?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause seriously.
This is
Without
probably one of the
being
best margaritas I've ever had. And I mean, it's kind of hard to mess up. It's literally just 2 ounces, 1 ounce, 1 ounce.
And shake.
And shake. And it's that lime juice. I think the lime juice really.
It has to be fresh lime juice.
Yeah.
Don't go in the store.
And buy that
Don't
little
make me
lime thing.
beat you.
That plastic lime.
I mean, no, it is
You
not
use that
the
for
same
cooking,
flavor.
Not for making drinks.
I don't use it for cooking either. It's not. This thing is
I
like
do.
3 cents. you stop.
So, coming as an escrow officer, what do you see like in the market? Because you see, I mean, things going every single day. You get a contract at least every one a day.
Yeah.
So,
at
like,
least.
are you seeing anything different? I mean, I know there's not much inventory.
It has slowed down a little bit, but then I see they're still busy out there. They're still doing it. Recently, we've had a few that have come in. I get a lot of cash.
Yeah.
A lot of cash
I've seen
offers.
a lot of cash too. I'm guessing just because like that's what they do to win.
I think
win
so.
the bid, yeah.
I think so. And then also I see a lot where the buyers are paying, even if they're getting loan, the buyers are paying for the title policy.
Yeah.
I've noticed a change in that. There's a little bit of shift. They have to get creative to get these contracts, is what I'm hearing from the real estate agents as well. A couple of lenders, they said that they were sweetening the deals with saying, okay, we'll pay for the title, or we'll pay, for this, or, put little extras on it just to get that, because though it is slowing down, it's still very competitive.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to slow down just a little bit more because now the interest rates are still, starting
Going
to
up a
rise,
little bit.
and but it's still business out there. They're still cranking it in. I just got 2 today. So
That's awesome. That's what's up. That's what we like. So, you run right now, as of last month, you run the number 2 productive office in the company, even though we are the smallest office in the company with only 2 escrow officers.
I do like my
and
tiny
2
baby
assistants.
stuff.
Yeah.
My tiny baby truck.
Yeah, your tiny little baby truck. But that's really cool because it's crazy. It's something to say that we have such a small office with what we're working with. We're working with you, Ashley, Ave, the funder, half a processor, and 1 full processor, right? Because we actually have Claire's daughter Taya, who crushes life. She's a processor, but she works at our Katie office, so she's filling in for Ashley until our new processor starts. So that's why I said half.
Yes.
Nothing against
she's
Taya, because she's having to do some of Katie and Ashley's stuff too.
She is. Yeah.
So but running like that and still being the number 2 office, that's huge. And number 1, I think they've got like five escrow officers. That's insane. And we're still right there, which is awesome.
I think it has a lot to do, one, with the location where we are. There's so much going on here in the Heights, and then also our inside relationship. Because as you can attest to, we are family, like for real.
Yeah.
There are some people that'll just be like, "Oh no, that's my work phone." No, we are for real a family.
Yeah. Blood
something
in, blood
is
out.
Yes, seriously.
Great movie, by the way.
Something like a gang.
Great movie.
If something's wrong with one, we are there. Hey, everything halts. What's going on over here? Let's figure this out and get it done. And I think with that type of relationship that we all have, it shows when it goes to our clients. And they're like, "Oh my God, I love you guys. Look at you guys." And we're like, "Yeah." We're like, "Come on in. You can be part of our little family." And they're like, "Heck yeah, I'm coming in this too." Like, do this. And I think that's right. I think that helps out a lot. Just our own relationship with each other, and then it just comes out to everyone else.
Yeah, and also the marketing rep at the Heights office.
He's amazing.
He's probably the best. The best ever.
Absolutely, Mr. Heights they called him.
right, yeah. He's tall, good looking. He's just it just crushes life.
I mean, what else do you need?
I kid. We should put some honey in that. Honey with this might be pretty good.
Oh,
Sorry, that was just like kind of a
make it even better. Yeah. And you can develop your own recipe, but let us know because then we have to taste it.
We do have to taste it.
Because I will mock you.
Yes. yes. And if you bring it to the office, that would be even better.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the shifting of the market, I'm seeing way quicker than usual.
Mm-hmm.
It seems, we all thought last year going into this year that it would kind of just even out.
Right.
But it hasn't. Like, we can't find enough homes on the market. And it's nuts because, I will send like a seller net sheet or something to show what closing costs might be. And I'll get an email back saying, yeah, we already sent you this contract.
Yeah.
I'm like, it went on the market yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you should have the contract in your email. I'm like, oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was on the market for 12 hours.
Yeah. I've had agents that said that they had like 9 line offers before they even got it out there. So it's still hot.
Yeah.
But it will start to even out a bit because the rates, and I think they're getting ready to go up again.
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay. So it's still going to level out, but I think it's still a seller's market, and they're still going to be out there getting it. So we're here for it.
Yeah. You gotta get it when you can.
Absolutely.
I mean, when it comes to real estate, you really, really do. And I just, I thank God every day that our office is the way it is.
Yeah.
And the market is the way it is right now because, man, I remember my first few years here. It was tough.
Yeah.
It was real tough. I remember Stacy, my boss, would ask me, hey Jesse, what are your goals? I'm like, I would love to get 4 contracts a week. And now looking back, I'm like, I better get 4 contracts a week. Like
4.
That
is the bare minimum.
Yeah. So, it's crazy, especially from last year and the year before, like 2019, 2020, 2021, crushed. And a lot of people don't remember what it was like before.
I know.
So it's like 2017.
I know.
God. And so, last year I thought it'll never get better than this year. Our office has already done better than we did last year, which is insane.
Yes. That's what I was told by Audrey, who is my boss, who said, you're like the top office, the top 2 offices in this company. And I was like, yeah, we are.
And we're the smallest.
Acknowledge it.
Yeah. So, and that's something to say as well to our clients. Like the realtors that we've gotten to know and love and the lenders,
and stuck through.
God,
stuck with us through the storm.
We went through some shit and we came out, better. And it's neat when agents come to us saying, you guys are crushing. And, it's cool the ones that stuck with us. And it sucked that, that I'm man enough to say this, just having to go back to people that use us all the time.
Yeah.
And came to me, Jesse, I can't use you right now because I see y'all are going through some stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we are. I was like,
But wait.
Just wait. And, and I didn't want to screw their clients over because, we were dumb. Especially right before you got here, like when it was just a floater of me and Ave. It was bad. And going on my knees and just begging them, give us a chance, we're good. And they came back. They came back wholeheartedly.
Grateful for it too. Thank you.
Which is awesome. And our office is just wheeling and dealing. And I feel that we're not only the best, I would say the best office in TACO, but the best office all in Houston. Doesn't matter what freaking title company it is.
I agree. I agree. Because, again, having worked with Stuart, and though I got really, really lucky, no, shade to Stuart or anything, I just got really lucky with the closer that I was put with. Because, one, she knew her shit.
Yeah.
Hands down. You didn't mess with her.
Yeah.
And then, 2, her method of training might have been like sink or swim.
Yeah.
But I knew how to swim.
Baby. You backstroked it, breaststroked it.
I was like, what? I got this.
That's awesome. But what's funny though with this office, I think every single one of us started at Stuart.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. And now we're all here.
It's like, thank you, Stuart, for putting us together. We bonded over you.
And there's also something to be said about our office too, which I think we're the youngest office.
Yes, we are.
Not only in TACO, but in all of Houston, like all the other title companies.
Yes, a lot of closers.